Let's cut the gossip and get straight to the game. Okay, today's video is about Doja Cat and her scripted apology that she gave on Instagram. Now, before we get into that, let's catch up and backtrack to get some more information about this story. Now, Doja Cat is out here in these internet streets, in racist chats,
stop being a faggot,
calling people faggots, and got a song that says, N-I-G-G-A's ain't S-H-I-T. Let's go ahead and check this song out. Now, this wouldn't appear so bad that Doja Cat used that word, because many African American females use that word when they're in a song or they're mad at their boyfriend. But Doja Cat has been called recently in a chat room as recent as May 16th, using more derogatory words than that. One of the words is sunk that dunker. Listen.
DM'd me. Learned anything new today? And I said, yeah, I learned if you sunk a dunker, you can be anybody.
Now, sunk that dunker in this chat room negatively refers to African American people, and as you can see, it's being used by Doja Cat. I don't understand why. She's also been linked to another derogatory word that refers to black people as criminals. Now, even though Doja Cat is biracial, which means she's mixed with black and white, she has fully taken on embracing her Caucasian side, from dating Caucasian dudes from back in the day to as recently as this year. So remind me again of why she's talking about black men on the song. I don't care if you are black, white, or in between, that do not give anyone permission to talk about black people or use those type of words in any form, shape, or fashion. Doja Cat, however you put it, was absolutely wrong. And I don't care if she has took it up for African American people in the past. When you are secretly in Snapchats and using language of that sort, people don't care how much you've taken up for black people. It seems like you're undercover racist, and nobody really cares. They just want you to own up to your BS. Now, allegedly, Doja Cat's dislike for African American men stems from her father being absent from her life as a child. Doja Cat grew up in a single-parent home with her mother. Her mother is the one that is of Jewish descent, and her dad actually has a South African background. So he's actually not from America. He's from South Africa. Her problem is that her father went over to South Africa to pursue his acting career and supposedly left Doja Cat and her family all alone. Check out this.
Yeah, so seeing you and meeting you is like the craziest thing.
What's your last name? What's your name?
Sunny.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he's crocodile.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? And I didn't get to meet him, but you did. Man, damn it. But that's so
A good man.
So cool.
Really a good man. Yeah.
He's so... Well, it's great to meet you. Well, it's great to meet you. Well, it's great to meet you.
Just by her facial expression, you can tell that she has been hurt. Now, let's get into some of these apologies that Doja Cat put out. Now, she first put out one on Instagram where it was, to me, seemed like a PR stunt, and she addressed that in her live chat, which it was. Basically, she was apologizing for what has been out there, as well as she did the same thing on her live. My problem is with these apologies, and especially the live, is that basically she was taking up for her actions or behavior. Even though she did apologize for it, it was like she was covering up. Check it out.
The chat room that I go to is a public chat room. There is racism that happens across Tiny Chat. And there is racism that happens across Instagram. There's racism that happens across Twitter. This shit happens everywhere. It just happens more on Tiny Chat because it's not as monitored.
As you can see, even though she apologized, it was like she was making up excuses for her behavior. And I feel like this. If this stuff is happening on Tiny Chat, why would you contribute to it being an African American female as well, or biracial with African American in you? There are people out here that is dying every day, especially African American people. And it's like, why would you participate? If the people are not being monitored, she's actually one of the people that is not being monitored and getting away with it. Here is the game in all of this. There are some crappy parents out there, and it hurts. But there is no need of throwing a bunch of African American men under the bus for just that one who hurt you. I understand that she was a young child and she didn't deserve that to happen to her. What she should do is go and seek some counseling and stay off of social media and get the help that she deserves. Well, that's about all that I have to say. Spread love. I'm out.